Here's the G26 build. P80. G26 build. Double stack 9mm. With the extension on it. It's a 15+1 capacity out of a tiny ass package, bro. I'll go over all the parts in a second. I just want to show it to you guys. I love this gun. Love it. Let me show you what it looks like with the factory 10-round magazine. Look, first of all, look at the difference. This is the factory G26 mag. It's a 10-round capacity. I added the +5 shield arms mag extension to give it a 15-round capacity. Here's the 10, okay? This is the reason why I don't run this. You ready? Look. Look at that little shit. It's way too small. This thing, they call this the baby 9. But it's like, bro, even my ring finger, even with the double undercut, right? It's like hanging off, and these little guns are snappy. If you shot it like this base plate does nothing for me. Sure, it conceals like a dream, but it conceals with a dream even with the mag extension. And holding it like this, you're essentially, don't even count the ring finger, because you're hanging all, look, and the pinky doesn't get on there at all. It's gonna be like this, kicking up every time you shoot, you know? These little guns are snappy, and these suck. Some people like the +2, you know, the 12+1 capacity with the Glock +2 factory base plate. That's cool and all, but I'm good on that. And then other people like the Pierce Pinkie Extension. That's like the hollow bottom, or they're like the plus size or whatever. It'll be like a +1, +2, or +3. I'm good on that too. You know, it like angles it down like that. I'm good on that too. Give me the 15+1 capacity, like this. Now look, my finger gets right up in there. Even though this dangles a little bit, I can squeeze harder, and I'm getting on the extension. I need that. And now look, I'm getting 15+1 out of this little pocket rocket, baby. Let me show you the reset real quick. Nice audible click. Overwatch Precision Tac Trigger in there. And then you see, I could probably take out maybe a 1/16 more of the take up, or the pre-travel, whatever you want to call it. Any more than that, you'd have to modify the safety tab. And to be honest with you, this is a concealed carry gun, dude. I don't need to be right at the wall, you know, with all the take up going like that. I don't need it like this. It's already, you know, that's an 1/8 of an inch, if that. Look, that's it. That's it. That's it. I'm on the wall. Break. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I got the Norsso OG Reptile Slide on here with the RMR cut. So I can use the Hollow Sun 507, 407, the 508T, the Trijicon RMR Type 1, Type 2, any of those that use the Trijicon RMR footprint on here, no problem. And I love how clean these cover plates are and how they lock in up here, not just with the screws. Love that. I got the Trijicon dual illumination. Yeah, you can see how the tritium's kind of faded in the rear, but in the front it's like jumping out at you. That's because it's a fiber optic front post, and it's backed by tritium, so it glows at night, but it will pick up all the ambient light and just jump out. Notice how it's brighter on the front. jumps out at you. Standard steeped hook. It's got that U-notch in the rear, just like the HDXRs. Fits the slide beautifully. I got an agency arms, midline DLC coated barrel in here. See how it's like flush fit? Love that. Love that. I don't like when the barrel sticks out the muzzle of the gun. The angles of the slide, the milling, matches the P80 fucking perfect. And the tang reminds you of like a Gen 5, but really this is a Gen 3, Gen 4 frame. So yeah, because you know, the Gen 3 and the Gen 4 Glock 26 have the same exact slides. It's got Apex failure resistant extractor in there. It's got a polished OEM depressor plunger, a Glock one. It's got a non-LCI bearing in there. It's got the Apex failure resistant spring in there that comes with the failure resistant extractor. It's got what else do I got on here? I already said the Overwatch Precision Tac Trigger. It's got the shield arms, mag extension on the Glock, factory magazines. It's got a Tyrant CNC extended slide stop side release, OEM mag release, OEM take down lever. Yeah, let me break it down. Hold on. On the upper, I got a Cruxord Fluted Guide Rod in there. It's a dual spring like the Gen 4 and Gen 5s. I got a Overwatch Precision NP3 coated OEM safety plunger. I got a Zev reduced power safety plunger spring. I got a Overwatch Precision NP3 coated striker. I got a OEM spacer sleeve in there. I got a factory 5.5 pound striker spring in there. I got the OEM channel liner and a OEM spring cups in there. And if you're wondering what this is, I use regular gun lube, the shooter's lube actually, for the guide rod and like any springs and stuff like that. But for like the locking block part, like the lugs right here and the rails, you see that stuff all over the rails, like that clearish. That's a high temperature ceramic grease I like to use. Works amazing. And then of course, you know, I mirror polish the rails, hand fit and file everything, and I polish them. Look at that channel, baby. Looks like it came from the factory that way. But yeah, that's it for the upper. That shooter lube down in the rails, I mean down in the grooves of the slide. And then, like I said, I also put the high temperature ceramic grease on the rails. Look, you still see it blinging through the ceramic grease. Look at that shit. Looks chrome plated, man. I go above and beyond on my builds, every single one of them. It's got the NP3 coated trigger bar. It's the OEM trigger bar. Overwatch Precision Tac Trigger. Black with the red safety tab. It's got the Tyrant CNC extended slide stop slide release. It's got a Gen 3 trigger housing. It's got a 3274 ejector. Mirror polish on them rails. I round them out and everything, dude. I go above and beyond. See how they're rounded? I take all those sharp corners and angles off of there, so it just glides like butter, baby. I got a Overwatch Precision Xtra Power trigger spring in there. It's a 6-pound trigger spring. I got a Overwatch Precision NP3 coated OEM Glock minus connector in there. And I think that's it for the lower factory trigger pin housing. This is the stainless steel trigger housing pin, not the factory polymer plastic one. And yeah, this thing runs like a fucking dream, dude. It runs like a dream. Ready? Reset. Take up. Take up. That's it. Take up. Take up maybe an eighth of an inch. That's it. Take up. Take up. Take up. Look where it's moving on the trigger guard to give you an idea. It's like an eighth, dude. The total movement from right here to after it breaks through the wall is maybe a quarter inch. That's it. From here to here, quarter inch if I measured that. And yeah, man, I love this thing. It's got a 3-pound trigger pull with this setup. And yeah, I love it. This is the new summer pistol build. I'm all murdered out with a hit of red. When the standard Strike Industries AntiWalk Pin kit comes back in stock, I'll throw those in here to give it that little red pin in the trigger housing, and then the AntiWalk pins in here. But yeah, there she is. It's a Gen5 G26 mag in there too, by the way. See the flutes in the guide rod? See the flutes in the barrel? Does a great job of holding the wheel like that. Just, it's amazing, man. It's an amazing build. Simple yet effective. And this one only cost $1,000 to build. I have some builds, man, that are like, you know, $2,500. But this one was only $1,000. It's well worth it. If you buy a factory G26, whether it's like a Gen 4 or Gen 5 or even the Gen 3, you know, it's going to be $450 to $650 depending where you get it. But I guarantee you it don't run like this one. Don't have the accessory rail like that. It's not going to have all the features and won't be tuned up like this one or look as good either. This slide is fucking gorgeous. Barrel, everything. And I guarantee you that one has a 5.5 pound to 6 pound trigger pull and it's gritty as fuck. Not this. This one's smooth operator. Anyway, there's the G26.